Hi everybody, welcome to our live energy readings tonight. Feels like ages since I've been on, so welcome everybody. If you haven't joined me before, this is an opportunity for you to ask any questions. If you are looking for any guidance, any insight into what's maybe blocking your manifesting, or maybe you're experiencing some challenges that it's not in your awareness about why you're not experiencing really what you're aligned to experience. And when we really look at energy, everything is always moving. Okay, so even though you may be experiencing struggles or whatever is happening in your life, it never stays still, okay, because energy is always moving. And we can really start to raise our frequency and our vibration. There's lots and lots of different ways that we can do that. So this is an opportunity really for me to give back to you guys and to help you to raise your frequency so that you can really start to experience abundance in your life, whether it's in love, relationships, family, money, all the good juicy stuff. Okay, so get your questions in. If you want me to read your frequency, we call it the light score. Okay, so if you want for me to read your frequency and look at your light score to see what your baseline is, because we're all aligned with abundance, is what gets in the way of that stops us from creating and experiencing it. So if you want me to look at your light, I can do, and to let you know where there's maybe some blocks in your energy, or where maybe your energy's not necessarily blocked, but it's stagnant, okay? And we just need some movement in that area. And a lot of times we're really holding on to things from the past that we're not aware of, okay? And also we're holding on to them for other people. So a lot of the time it's not even our stuff. So get your questions in. I am here for an hour. I'll be looking at also doing a short healing at the end. And because we're still sitting in the new moon energy for creating new beginnings, then I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to be using a healing technique called Sacred Soul Alignments, and they're packets of energy. So when I call in and channel the energy of that, then the unconscious part of you is getting lots and lots of instructions on what to bring in, what to release, etc. So I'm going to be focusing on manifesting today, all the good stuff. And we will get you in the energy of creation. So let's have a look. Get your questions in, guys. We only have an hour. I'm just going to check that I am on live because I can never tell. Give me a moment. If anyone is watching, just let me know if I am showing live or not. I think I am. So this is a perfect time really to start to get your manifestation into some sort of practice. We don't have to try and manifest. We're manifesting all the time. So when we look at the full moon energy and the new moon energy, you know, our body is resonating with that as well, because we are all energy. And very much the full moon is about releasing and letting go, but we're really creating space for all the good stuff. So we're sitting in still the new moon energy of yesterday, and this is planting the seeds to your desires. Okay, so start thinking about, what do you really desire? Is it a new job? Is it new love coming in? Is it more awareness of how and what tools to use for yourself? We can do all of that stuff, okay? Let's have a look and see who's got some questions. Leila, good evening, everybody, and everyone here tonight. Please, can I have a general reading? Thank you for telling me I'm showing live. I can never tell. Hello, Lucy. Thank you. Okay, you know, Leila, even before I tune into your energy, I do hear that you really want something specific here for me to look at, but you're not asking. Okay, so I would really invite you to ask for what you want, because when I'm looking at your energy, there's lots of things here that are going to pop up, which I may focus on, but it's not really the answer you want. Okay, so what are you not asking for in life that is meeting your needs here? Okay, but I'll look at your energy and see what the priority is. I'll also give you a light score. Actually, I think you're doing a lot better than you have been. Okay, let's have a look. I've just created this space as well for anyone that's watching, that we are working in a very sacred space here. So Leila, your energy is almost a little bit conflicted because you're showing really your vibration, which is actually really good. It's 63. So if we think about the roller coaster that we're always on, some days are really great, other days we can be really at rock bottom. But I see that really your vibration is starting to raise a lot. And this is really about you showing your true self, and that you're really able to start doing that. Let me have a look a little bit deeper into where you're showing up for yourself, and maybe where you need to work a little bit more on that. We all need to work on ourselves, guys. We have to work on ourselves constantly if we want to be the best version of ourselves showing up, okay? So nobody that is logging in and asking questions, it's not people that always have problems or are struggling with life. It's personal growth. And if we want to grow personally, if we want to make a better life for ourselves, then we work on our stuff, and we all have stuff. Okay, so know that there's no judgment here. We all want to show up as ourselves, but some of the stuff gets in the way of that. So I see that you're not quite showing up as the full version of Leila, but you are working towards it. I want you to keep practicing this awareness of, what do you really need? Because I keep hearing that you're not really asking for what you need. Okay. And when you start to ask and expect your needs to be met by you, okay, if you don't meet your own needs, then we can't create that in our life. So if we experience people that, maybe take and not give, then we're actually doing that for ourselves. We're doing that within our own selves. So I would encourage you to keep asking for what you need. That was the very first thing that came in for you. Oh, love. Okay. See, there we go. You ask because there was something specific you want to know. And I do hear, listen, love is available for you. But we have to love and accept ourselves first. And if we're not quite there yet with love and accepting exactly who we are, then we will attract those that aren't emotionally available to us. So love is here. Oh, I think if you keep, because energy is always changing and you also have free will. So if you don't believe it to be true, or if you go, right, that's it, I can stop trying now because I know love's coming in the next few months, then it changes the course of your energy. And I want you to keep focused on building yourself, your self-esteem, your confidence, your self-worth, and know that you're deserving. And the message I am getting here for you that is showing up very, very strongly, it's your feminine aspect. So that is the soft, nurturing, sensitive, vulnerable self. that perhaps you're not quite showing and projecting outwards, because this masculine side of yourself says, well, you know, I have to keep protecting my heart. But if we don't really trust in ourselves to open our heart and know that we'll be okay, regardless of what happens, then we will stay in that energy of, I have to keep myself safe. So we never quite get there. We never quite say, I'm just going to open myself up to the universe, open myself up to whatever love comes in for me, and I will know in my heart whether this person is right for me. So love is here. And I see if you keep on this trajectory of working on yourself, 3 months, okay? I wouldn't entertain anybody that isn't seeing you for you, that you have to put on different part of you. So it's almost like that. Well, I have to be this person for this one to like me. That's not going to work for you, okay? You have to be your true self, and then in comes love, okay? Anything in between that is you almost pretending to be this other person, so you'll be accepted. Tell me if that resonates with you, Leila. I'm not drawing any cards tonight because I left them somewhere in another house, so I don't have my angel cards with me tonight. But yeah, let me know if that is resonating with you and if that is really happening for you at the moment. Okay, let's have a look. Who is next? Angela. Hi, Amity. Can you tell me my light score, please? I'm still feeling exhausted. Okay. Listen, guys, general readings are great, but as I say, 2 bits, my Virgo mind, light specific, so I can go to your energy field. What you're asking is, right, I'll go straight there, because otherwise, generally, I will be looking at your whole energy field and it may not be what you're really wanting to hear. Okay, so general readings are, you know, for me, I like more specific. What is it you want me to focus on? What is it in your life that you want? Because, you know, I hear it already here with one question here. They really want to know about how they're going to bring in money. Okay, but then they say, well, can I have something general? And I may not focus on money for that. Okay, so please ask for what you need. We're here in this space. You can ask anything specific. Okay, Angela, let me look at your field. Okay. I'm going to look at all of your energy centers here, Angela, to see what this exhaustion is. Angela, this really feels emotional. Okay, this, it's like you're flat. Okay, so I want to ask you a question, okay, and I want you to consider this as you move away from this live. If I was to wave a magic wand and tell you that you had won £1 million, how would you move through your day? What would you do with it? Who would you spend it on? Who would you give it to? How would your life be different? Because there is such an emotional weight that you're carrying around with you that it's almost like play, joy, fun. It's like that spark. You need to get that spark back in your life and following your highest point of joy. Okay, so the reason I ask you that question is because I see that you springing out of bed and, you know, having all of this zest for life. It is very, very much an emotional level for you. And if you get taken a little bit of play, a little bit of joy, some fun, a little bit of excitement, then your zest for life is going to come back. So it is very much emotional weight for you. There's nothing in here. I know last time when I read for you on here, there was some physical imbalances, but no, I get it's all emotional here. So let me know if you've got enough fun in your life, enough joy. If not, take inspired action, because joy won't come, fun won't come to us if we don't actually take some form of action to start something new, go to a new class, meet new friends, get yourself out there, do something that makes you laugh, that really lightens you up. Okay. Leila, thank you so much. You are totally spot on as usual. Listen, guys, we can look away from the truth, or perhaps we don't always see the truth of a situation because we're always focusing on with the ego, the conscious mind, and a lot of the time, our the meaning that we give to who we are, how we show up, what other people think of us, how other people accept us. That's the meaning we give to it from the unconscious belief systems that we're holding. And unless we let go of these and challenge them and become aware of them, then we're never really truly showing up as ourselves. And this goes for everybody. I had this from coming on live. I so badly wanted to do it, but I was terrified. I was terrified of being here in the spotlight. And there was some underlying fear that, oh my gosh, what if I fail? What if I can't work the technology? And here I am doing it and loving it, and being of service to you guys. So please know that you don't have to go down the rabbit hole always of the past and trauma and all of this really deep stuff. We sometimes it's just the fear keeps us safe, so then we just stay where we are, where it's really comfortable and it's really familiar. Okay, so, and sometimes we've got to feel the fear and do it anyway. We have to take inspired action. Okay, thank you for that feedback, Leila. Okay, let's see. Okay. Lucy, light score, please. Today I am in the audience. And how to improve my light score if it is low. Okay, let's have a look, Lucy. Yeah, you are feeling low. Okay. Let me get a true reading on this. What's this? What's the root? Control. Okay, so your light score is 33, which, for how I see it in your energy, Lucy, is I don't see it as all of your stuff. Okay, I see all of the outside stuff that's happening, that's weighing heavy on you. There's very much a resonance here with tonight's hour, that there's a lot of emotional heaviness that we need to release and let go of. And sometimes we try and control that by taking it on and trying to fix it, or holding it when it's not ours, or being responsible for it. And, we just need to give it back to whoever we're taking it on from. But there is in here, this need to be in control of your surroundings and what's happening around you in order for you to have peace. Okay. And yeah, you just need a wee clearing, and that will be lifted. But I see most of this isn't even your stuff. Okay. Because you're very, very light. Okay. Very, very light soul. And yeah, it's outside influences I see that are weighing heavy on you. Let me know if that resonates with you, Lucy, but very easily cleared. Stay on till the end and I will clear that for you. Okay. Laura, can I have a general reading, please? Okie dokie. Let's have a look, Laura. Laura, you're still not. Listen, you have got. What I see for you here, Laura, is you're standing at this doorway, okay? And on the other side of this doorway is greatness. And you say, but I'm just going to stay here because I'm comfortable. And I'll just wait until the time is right. But the time is never going to be right unless you step through it, okay? And then everything is coming in for you. You've got so much abundance that's waiting for you to come through. I also see for you that you're also taking on from other people, okay? Other people's burdens, responsibilities, and emotions, okay? And that's not yours to hold. What I want you guys to do is I want you to simply place the intention and the focus to say, I send your energy back. It's not mine to hold. And I take back what's mine. Because what you're holding here, Laura, in your energy is a lot of light. Okay, you're really nearly in this alignment of huge manifestation and abundance coming in for you. But it's like you've got to sort all these things out first before you'll do it. And time is just going to keep rolling on. And then you'll say, well, you'll look back and you'll say, oh, I wished I did that last year. If I knew what I know now, I would have done that last year. Okay, so take inspired action, Laura. Think about what is it? What's your intentions for, I know we're in October, what is your intentions for this year? What do you want to bring in that you're not allowing yourself to experience? And step through that doorway. Okay, step through to that manifestation. Job, love, abundance, it's all here. It's all here. I wish you could see what I see here. So just take inspired action, and maybe it might take a bit of a risk, but that risk you are so aligned with. Okay, let me know if that makes sense for you, Laura. Okay, Lisa Horn, can I have a reading, please? Okay, Lisa. Okay, Lisa. What I see here is I'm being guided to say it, okay? So I'm just going to say it, and it's not my opinion. It's what I'm being guided to from your higher self and your spirit team, is that you're your worst enemy, okay? I see a lot of this mental work going on, okay? Always in your head and self-sabotaging, okay? You don't need to sabotage, okay? It's all here for you if you open yourself up to it. But it's the sabotaging that's really getting in the way of your happiness. And there's a lot of this dialogue going on here. Let me have a look where else where it's showing up for you. More in relationships, I see this for you, okay? And, you know, why won't you allow yourself happiness? Because you do deserve, everyone deserves happiness. Everybody deserves this happiness. But there's this, you know, I'm going to do this, and then there's another chat going on, and then this doesn't work out, and then this will happen. And then you say, why does this keep happening to me? Well, because you're creating it first and you're in this dialogue, and then it shows up in your life. Okay, so I want you to think about what's going on in your life, in your relationships, that's not working out for you. Okay, that's not meeting your needs, that you're not getting all of your desires met. Okay, let me read your light as well. Okay, your light's 22, and I want you to really think about, you know, what you feel you're not deserving of. Now, it is unconscious, but the meaning that you're giving to everything is why you're self-sabotaging your happiness here. Okay, and why maybe these challenges are showing up for you in your life. What are you not deserving of? Because I see this beautiful, beautiful energy and very spiritual as well. Okay, tap into that inner intuition. You know from your heart. Okay, so it's like your heart and your head are in conflict with each other. You know the answer. Okay, but sometimes you just don't quite want to go to your heart because you don't trust it enough. Okay, let me know if that resonates with you. But you have a lot of light. You know, start getting those intentions set and stepping through that fear, because then happiness and joy and peace and excitement and all the good stuff will come through for you. Okay, Janet, my life seems an uphill battle at the moment. It feels like little incidents keep happening to prevent me being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Why is this? There's a lot of confusion around you, Janet. Okay, let me see. Life always seems unfair. Like there's an energy of just this injustice, um, and always having to fight. It's like I have to keep fighting for what I want, and oh well, here comes another issue that I'm going to have to fight through. But there is this sense of you have to fight for justice. You have to fight for the right thing. And Janet, you know, this is really created from this. I say this with a lot of love, but when we feel like a victim and like why is that happening? Why is this happening? Why is all of these things happening? It's because this is where we want to stay. Because what would happen if you didn't have to fight for life? What would happen if you didn't have to push past all of these challenges? What would happen if life was really easy for you? What could go wrong if life was really, really easy for you? Okay, because it's like, I don't deserve an easy life. That's what I hear in your unconscious. I don't deserve an easy life. I have to keep fighting for what I want. And again, self-sabotaging. Okay, I'm going to sabotage anything great. So I'll be in all of these places where there's going to be maybe conflict and challenges and I have to help other people, but I'm not going to look at myself because I want to stay right here in this fight and flight place so that I can keep following this program, this pattern. Let me know if that resonates, but this is no accident. These things are happening as they are supposed to happen for the reason they're supposed to happen. So you learn the lesson. Life can be easy if you allow it to be easy and stop trying to find something else that you need to fight for. You don't need to fight for your happiness or your joy or your peace. Okay? Stay to the end, guys. I'll clear all of this in our healing tonight. Okay. Linda, can I have my light score, please? Linda, your light score is all over the place. 1 minute it's really great, then it's really low, then it's really great, then it's really low. Okay, let me find out why you are not holding on to your light. I don't deserve it. That's your belief here. I don't deserve to feel good. What happens when you feel good? Because There's a belief system in here in your energy is it always goes wrong. I always get let down. I always get hurt. So when I start to feel good, then, oh, there's another sabotage. You're probably the third person that's holding this energy. I can't allow myself to feel good because it'll all go wrong. So I see it really high, then really low. Okay. So in this second, in this moment, because it keeps changing, your light score is 43. And mental and emotional body. So your mental body and your emotional body. So it's like what you're telling yourself, and then you're feeling it, and then you experience it. So I'll tell myself, well, this is going to go wrong, or this person's done something to hurt me. So therefore, I'm not going to allow myself to feel this happiness. And we can let go of that dialogue, because when the heart and the emotions are reacting to the thought, and the thought really often is you're not even aware of it, because it's just something you're so used to thinking and feeling. And this new Linda that can honestly, you have got a beautiful, beautiful energy, okay? And you could have all of it just coming in for you in an instant. That's how light your soul is. You could have it all in an instant if you truly believed that you could have it. Okay, so start to really challenge those thoughts. This is not true. Is it a fact, or is it an opinion that I can't have happiness, or that I will get hurt if I allow myself to feel happy, or if I allow myself to trust? Okay, it's not true, because you cannot see the other side of that. Okay, so this is an opinion, and this opinion is based on your past experiences. So please know that if you trust in yourself, that it will just come rushing in for you. You're a very, very powerful healer. I don't think you know this. You're a very powerful healer and speaker. So when you speak to others, it's like you inspire, okay? How you're speaking to others is this dialogue of that you're not deserving of. If you flip that script, okay, and say to other people, of course you're deserving of it. You're beautiful, you're kind, you're caring, you deserve love and happiness. Why can't you say that to yourself? Because I see you saying it to others, but you don't believe it for yourself. Okay, so start to get that internal dialogue. Start journaling all of the beautiful things that you hold, the qualities, and then you will start to feel deserving of raising your vibration and actually holding on to it. So it's not so up there, down there, up there, down there, because it's kind of like, it's like sugar, or you know what. Okay, one day I feel really good, and then I wake up this day and I just don't know what's going on. Okay, let me know what you think about that. Jana, good evening. Can I please have a light score? Your light score is good, Jana. Okay, your light score is 55. Get planting seeds. Okay, this new moon energy for you, start to get some clarity on what you want to bring into your life, how you want to improve it, who do you want to show up as? Okay, how can you improve your life? Okay, because there is so much clarity here that's just sitting outside of your field if you just release some of this noise that's here. But your frequency is actually really good. I wouldn't be surprised that you practice some sort of grounding, meditation, yoga, something of that sort, because your energy is quite anchored, but there's just a little bit of chaotic noise that's interfering with it. But if you release that and just really practice on getting grounded more and more focused on yourself, then yeah, really good actually. Okay, so whatever you're doing to keep grounded, keep doing it, keep practicing it. Even if it's journaling, keep doing that. Let me know what you think of that. Okay, Angela, thank you. Yes, I do feel flat. Will update you on the fun. Yes, everyone deserves fun. And here's the thing with that: if we're not having fun in our life, what are we looking forward to? Another day, Groundhog Day, another day of work and what we need to do to get by, what we need to give. You know, when we inject fun into that, then we start to get a little bit of our spark back. Angela, that spark can come easier than you know. Okay. Okay, Ellie. Hammy, wondering if I could have a light score, please. Having some personal problems that have been going on for a while and sometimes struggling how to cope with it all. Okay. Feels very heavy. Okay, so let me just check your light score. Oh, Ellie. Okay. Anything below 20 on a light score is somebody who's struggling with stuff. And your light score's 11, okay? So that really tells me just on that baseline that there's some really deeper stuff that you're struggling with here, okay? So I'm not going to divulge what I'm seeing because this is a public forum, but it does feel very, very heavy for you. Lots and lots of self-doubt, confusion, overwhelm, anxiety, panic, getting into your head about stuff, not knowing which direction to go in as well, not trusting your decisions, a little bit like maybe, you know, just being in this space and going, I have no idea what to do here. Okay, and yeah, it does feel very, very heavy, and I do feel there's so much overwhelm that's sitting in your energy here. And I see actually also this has been probably going on for quite a while, and maybe on a bit of a deeper level, a lot longer. Okay. So what's presenting with this personal issue right now is not really the core of what's wrong. It's something a little bit further back that maybe you're not addressing, okay? Because if you sorted that bit out, this bit would be easier for you to manage. But stay to the end. I'm going to release some of this overwhelm that you're carrying. Just create some space, and when we create the space, then you'll get a little bit more awareness and a bit more clarity, and to really start to like yourself a little bit more. Quite hard on yourself. Okay, so be kind. Know that you're doing your best. We're all doing our best with what we've got. Okay. I hope that helps you. But yeah, I'll do some clearing at the end here. In fact, just a few minutes actually. Okay. Laura, that does make sense. Thank you so much. Laura, I want to push you. I would say, go on, do it. And then you'll go, here I am. This is what I've been waiting for. Sometimes we can't see on the other side of that doorway, you know. Cara Mackenzie, can I have a reading? I see lots of obstacles here, Cara. some challenges, obstacles. Mm. And I also see here, Cara, that you're quite, it's like you shut yourself off. Because when I'm looking at your energy, I had to get past like it's like the protector. And that shows me that somebody is quite shut off, really in protection. And it's really difficult then for people to get to know the real you. But that feels quite exposing and quite vulnerable here for you. So I see that actually your default is to shut down and to block out. But I do see some obstacles and some challenges here that maybe a little bit of guidance, a little bit of clarity on. And it just doesn't feel safe for you to be open. What don't you want in your life that you're experiencing right now? Because I hear I don't want it, but I'm experiencing it. I don't want it, but I'm experiencing it. But this has to be cleared because where's all the good stuff? Mm-hmm. It can be quite challenging to get past all of the protection that you feel that you need to put around you to keep your peace. I'm just asking some more questions about when things will get clearer for you. I see some unprocessed, repressed irritation and anger that you're not dealing with. Anger really serves you to hold on to it because it protects you. So if I stay angry or if I get angry, then I don't have to feel other feelings. And so then that's where you're shutting out. And, do you believe that you can have an easy life? Do you believe that you can have all the good stuff? Because what it looks like is one obstacle, one challenge, one obstacle, and then there's that, and then there's that, and then there's that. And then before you know it, you're getting tired and exhausted and going, right, well, I'll just stay the way I am then. Okay. But in order for that to change, we have to change within. Okay. We have to let go of that stuff. I'll release some of that anger actually that you're storing in your body from past experiences. And how it really serves you as well. Let me know if that resonates with you, Car. Okay, Janet, I like to think I'm trying to get the easy life. I obviously need a hammer drill to smash my subconscious into overriding my will. Well, our whole meaning that we give to our life is in the unconscious. But think about this, Janet. If you're experiencing these challenges and you having to fight for, just the bare minimum here and not really wanting to ask for your needs to be met and not meeting your own needs, then, we play out what is sitting in the back in the program. Okay, so sometimes we need a little bit of help to bring that into your awareness. So yes, book in if you want to have a session on that. It's not difficult. It's your safety net. It's your default. Okay, because what could go terribly wrong if you have an easy life? What would you do with yourself if you had an easy life? Okay, because that's what I hear here. What would I do with myself? Because this gives you purpose. Having to fight for stuff and get justice and, have your needs met, then if you really didn't have to fight for any of that and life was really easy, then what would I do? Then what would I focus on? What would my purpose in life be? That's the issue. Okay. So book in and we can release that for you. Linda, that makes so much sense. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to hear good things, Jana. Oh, Sarah, can you tell me when I'm moving house? Ooh, that's an interesting one. Let me look at this. Oh, what's your expectations here, Sarah? Will there ever be the right one? Let me see what you're aligned to. Okay, you're not aligned to the right one because you don't believe it's coming. Let me have a look. Okay, so see when you put things in a box, Sarah, then and it's like I see you with a tick box, and you know it has to be this has to be there. Then you know you're not open to actually the universe giving you what you need, not what you want. Okay. And at the moment you're not aligned with that because there's too many things getting in the way of it. Okay, let me just see on a timeline for you. Okay, I want you to start before I look at your timeline, because this is dependent on you changing what your expectations of this are and remove all of these obstacles that you're putting in your own way about relocating. Oh, wait, okay. I'm not seeing it anytime soon. Okay. Oh. Let me look a bit clearer on this. Okay, I keep hearing you're getting in your own way. Right, okay. So it's not going to be anytime soon because you keep getting in your own way and it's just going to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it away. And then you're going to be 6 months down the line going, why is the right one not here? Okay. So get out of your own way and just say, I want you to say this: universe, bring me the property or the location of where I'm supposed to be. I want you to write down and journal. I am open to the universe giving me what I need. It's not what you want, it's what I need. Okay, because there's a conflict here. What I need and what I want are completely two different things. But this is just, yeah, you're not in alignment with it because there's just too many things getting in the way. I know that's not an answer for you, but you do need to do some work around that. Okay. Listen, Sarah, we're in the perfect time for planting our seeds and manifesting what we desire. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of manifesting here at the end. I'm just going to start it right now, actually. And I want you to think about surrendering just to the process and getting out of your ego about what you want. So when we get out of our ego and we surrender, and we'll say, whatever one is right for me is going to come for me. If it feels good, then it's right for me. There's no mistakes. Okay. There's only learning opportunities. And then, and only then, when you get out of your own way and start to release all of these obstacles and blocks you're putting in your place, then it's going to come, you're going to go, oh, there it is. Okay. But you have to do this first, or otherwise you're just going to keep putting off because there will never be the right one. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to run this healing now. So I'll include that in the bit that we do. Okay, Car, thank you. I do shut myself off. You know, Car, I think we all do sometimes. It's that safety default protection. Nobody can get in, but also you can't get out. Okay, when we stop people from getting in, we also isolate ourselves from having opportunities to experience life. And sometimes we do get hurt and let down, but know that you'll be okay, even if it does happen, because you're supported. You've got your team of guides. You've got you've got so much support around you. The universe is here to give you what you need. So yeah, I think that awareness of why do you shut yourself off? How does it serve you? What do you get from it? And, how can you move forward? For anybody that wants to book a private healing, please do so. You can go on to groundedgoddess.org. I'm also starting up Grounded Goddess Temple in 1 week. Okay, we're starting off a very intimate, personal Facebook group where we can really start to dig underneath some of these issues that we hold, that we can't really talk about on a public forum. And there'll be lots of life coaching tips, frequencies. I do biofield, but there's so many healing modalities that I mix and match. And it really will help you to move forward, to get that personal growth and to feel safe to open your heart to new experiences. So I'll post the link in the chat box if you're interested. It's very, very affordable. It's only £22 a month. And it'll be the best £22 you've ever spent, because transformation happens really fast when we start to become aware of how we're holding ourselves back. Okay, so let's do a healing. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Close your eyes if that feels nice and comfortable for you. So I'm just going to ask Creator to show you all what it feels like to feel safe, to feel protected, to be worthy and deserving. So let's clear any collective trauma. So this is a trauma we're taking on from society, what we watch on the telly, the news, any low vibrating energies that we're taking on as being responsible for it, or we have an obligation or duty to hold it for other people. So let's clear any collective trauma, low vibrating energies, emotions, feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and also any soul contracts that we have to take on collective trauma. That feels quite a heavy energy that we're all holding from the outside of our energy. I'm going to clear any anger, deep-rooted resentment, anywhere we're holding it for ourselves, for others, anywhere we're keeping it, a hold of it to stay in victimhood, to stay fighting, to stay in chaos, to stay in the familiar. And calling in the energy here of receiving. So you can be open to receiving the fruits of life. Receiving support, encouragement, love. All of your needs being met. Clearing anything in the way of you not deserving to receive. And that there has to be a sacrifice in order for you to receive. So I have to give first before I can receive. That type of energy. Calling in the golden Christ light activation here to really cleanse and purify in the deepest level here. And clearing away anywhere that you have to have your armor up, that you have to have this wall around you. allowing you to drop that armor, to surrender to peace, happiness, joy, freedom. And healing here the inner victim, the person who wants to stay small, wants to stay invisible, wants to stay hidden for fear of being rejected, abandoned, judged. So healing this inner victim here for you all, so that you no longer have to stay in victimhood and that you can shine. Okay, so now that we've cleared, I'm just going to ask really for to flush any unwanted feelings away of any outside chaos, responsibility, any noise that you're taking on from anybody else. Clearing away any self-sabotaging programs that you're running. Any way that you're procrastinating as a way of staying familiar and comfortable. Okay, so giving you the courage and strength to step forward, to move ahead in life, to place your intentions. So I'm going to bring in this package of energy here that's called manifesting abundance. So clearing the way, clearing the path for you to manifest true abundance. So I want you to place your intention and your thoughts now of really where you want to be, who you want to be, what you want to bring into your life, what you want to align with. So clearing this from any people, events, or places that have kept you stuck. And bringing in true freedom. Freedom to have love, money, success, abundance in any form. And really healing the relationship you have with yourself, with your feminine aspect, with your masculine aspect. And calling here abundance of the ocean. And raise your vibration. Okay, so we all have the ability to both raise our vibration and hold that vibration so we can move into a better life, a better way of being, of thinking and feeling. Clearing anything that we're holding spiritually. And asking Archangel Michael and his blue cloak of protection and white sword of truth to cut through those cords, keeping you there, keeping you stuck, disconnecting you from all of these old programs, these old ways of being. And using highest intentions now. And we're going to use the energy of supercharge to supercharge these intentions that you're placing in this moment of all the good stuff, knowing that you're deserving of it. You're allowed to have it. You have permission to have it. And that you can see the way forward. You can see the path. And that path is clear. And sending this out to the universal energy. Aligning you with all of this beautiful high frequency light. And see that flooding in through your crown of your head. This pure, brilliant white light, washing away any worries, any stress. and sending in that golden harmonic of the one heart. So all of the cells in your body, your mind, your emotions, your spirit, your soul, are vibrating with abundance, with love. And we're going to anchor this into your heart, your mind, your nervous system, all of your cells, all of your energy centers, in all time, space, reality, and dimensions. And so it is. Thank you. And placing our highest intentions for this to work for each of you individually, for what you need in this moment, to bring in this higher consciousness, to manifest your dreams and your goals. Okay, there we are, guys. So we did a wee bit of clearing there. Let me know if you felt or experienced anything during that healing. Any new awarenesses that came to you. Any tingles, sighing. It's just another way of releasing that energy. Let me just read this message. I'm a priority list. I've been pushing and advocating so hard because I'm a single mom with special needs kids, but I hear you about, there's the box, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Just looking at you, Sarah, now. I'm just going to clear here, Sarah, for you, anywhere that you have to fight and struggle in life, that you have to be the provider, protector, and the fixer also. You have to fix everything, which is why you're putting all of these things in place, because it has to be this way. Okay, so let's clear anywhere and everywhere that you have to experience life through this to sacrifice your peace. Okay, and we'll just move that to the back and just open some doors and opportunities for you to experience having your needs met. Okay. I hope that helped all of you. Angela, I did feel tingling and was sighing. Yes, that's bringing in energy and shifting energy. Thank you for that feedback, Angela. Right, guys. Well, thank you so much for logging in tonight. I'll be back in a fortnight, and it will be back at the normal time because I had to jump on from another live tonight directly onto this one, which is why I'm an hour later. But fortnight, Wednesday, I'll be back at 7:30 for more live energy readings and a wee bit of healing at the end. Come back and listen to this as many times as you can. There is so much energy in that healing, so it will work through and shift all of that stuff, because you will only release what you need to in this moment. Okay, so keep coming back to this in the following days and weeks, and you will really get all of that noise cleared from your energy. Okay, right, I'm going to pop off now, have my tea and toast. Okay, have a great evening and the rest of the week, guys, and I will see you all very soon.